Hi guys, this is Dr. Fajana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Like always, it's such an honor to connect with you. Today I want to talk about how to process big problems that may come your way. How to process other people's challenges, especially your own loved ones when they go through things. And sometimes it's very easy for us to absorb it, right? And get stuck there, because they're going through something extremely challenging, right? And we tend to personalize it, or we tend to think somehow we've contributed to it, or we just our mind just goes haywire, basically, just creating these stories of lack and what's wrong and doom and gloom. And so how do you get out of that thinking, right? How do you get out of that thinking when a big life unfolding occurs, especially to a loved one, and you start absorbing it and you don't know how to just unabsorb it, right? So how do you do that? Number one, remind yourself that when a big problem occurs, go to your higher self and give it to God. Go to your higher self and give it to God. Next, remind yourself, successful people pay attention to what bugs them, right? What drives their fantasies and delivers stress. So stop and ask yourself, what is happening this week or just this last week? And what happened? Like, did any changes occur? Did new things come into my environment? Did I see that loved one that's going through that challenge, right? So you want to notice what's delivering the stress and decreasing those stress levels, right? You have to pay attention. You don't just go about life like, oh, I'm feeling this way and that's it. And you don't process it, right? You actually sit there and feel those feelings and then release it. And you figure out where they're coming from, right? What is contributing to it. So that's extremely important as well. Next, remind yourself, when loved ones are going through challenges, it's their journey, right? It's their journey, not yours. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them learning something, a wisdom that they may acquire. It's part of the divine plan, basically. Next, remind yourself, sometimes we think that the world ought to be as we are, right? Rather than the way it really is. We think the way life unfolding should be the way we want it to be, or at all times. But sometimes it's just what it is, right? It's not personal. So again, we think the world ought to be as we are, rather than the way it really is. So just pulling yourself out a little bit of the whole dynamic or whatever's unfolding and saying, whoa, this is not personal, right? It's just part of the divine plan. Next, you don't have to be neurotic with life unfoldings, even the ones you don't understand. It just is, right? There's a bigger purpose behind it. Maybe the loved one is learning something, growing in some way, right? Next, this is extremely important. I really want you to internalize this. You deserve a complete, joyous life, regardless of what is going on with people, going on with loved ones, going on in the environment, politically, whatever is going on outside of you. You still deserve to live a complete, joyous life. Really let that sink in. You deserve a good life. You deserve a happy life. So just the way you've absorbed everybody's stuff, you can unabsorb that stuff. How? By internalizing what I just said, all the key points I've just listed. Next, incorporating meditation in your life, incorporating exercise in your life, incorporating God connection in your life, incorporating feeling the feelings and releasing it. So for instance, you think about your loved one, you feel pain. You breathe in, I feel pain, I release you. Pain energy, I release you. Sad energy, I release you. Try these techniques and start becoming in tune with what you deserve in life. You don't have to absorb everybody's stuff. You can be there for them. You can love them through it. But you don't have to absorb it. And you have to protect your mental health as well. So when you think it's too much, you need to take those breaks. You need to pull out, right? Give them guidance, give them the right tools, refer them to a therapist that you know that does great work. Whatever the case is. You don't have to just get incorporated in that tornado of whatever they're going through. Be the space instead of love and hope and being a role model. All right, guys, take care of yourself. You guys rock. And I'm so glad I connected with you again. It's been a while. I took a little break, and that's okay, right? Take as many breaks as you need, guys, because, again, you deserve the very best in life. Take care. See you soon.